Ken Payet, thank you for taking the time to talk to me today. Just run me through the changes to the course for the NGC this year.
Oh, it's an absolute pleasure. Here we are at Sun City in the evening, just in front of the Sun City Hotel pool deck. And yeah, Mr. Player has been busy the last couple of years and no different this year. So we decided to make a few changes to the golf course, and it will continue for years to come. But the priority changes, we start on hole 7, where we felt that the hole was just lacking. And also there was just a lot of teeing areas for the players. So we decided to make a bigger tee complex and go back 25 meters. We also took away, there was a front left bunker. So an opportunity for the players to, especially with the longer shots, run up to the green and make it a little easier. And visually as well, just see the surface of the green. And we've also cleared the left-hand side as well. The further back we went, the more bushes we had to clear. So it's looking a lot better now. There are a few tweaks that I want to do in the next couple of weeks before tournament, but it's looking good. The second change was the 9th, and to me, the best hole in the world, the best par 5 in the world, and we just made it better. We took away, Mr. Player took away the right-hand fairway bunker, and just felt, that fairway bunker was just visually impeding the players' visual to try and make sure that they hit a driver down the right-hand side. And we want to encourage the players to go for the green in 2, because the spectators that are surrounded the 9th green, which is a very popular spot for the spectators, want to see birdies and eagles. So we're really excited about that change. And then the last change that we've done this year was hole 15. We just felt that, especially with the prevailing wind, that although a difficult hole, we wanted to make it a lot more tougher. So we've gone back 45 meters, we built a new tee, and it's going to play very, very different this year. So we're super excited about the changes and can't wait for the players to play it tournament week.
And is the main aim with the changes just purely kind of lengthening the course to keep up with the distance the guys are hitting it these days?
Yeah, absolutely. And Mr. Player is a firm believer that you must hit a driver off the tee. And Gary Player is quite intimidating off the tee, but we need to make sure that from a player perspective that you got to keep the ball in play. But a lot of players these days are hitting 3 woods and hybrids and 7 woods off the tee. But it's you got to put a drive in your hand. And you need to be rewarded. Once you've hit a good drive down the middle of the fairway, you should be rewarded with an easier second shot. So it's a combination of distance, but also keeping in mind the day-to-day resort player that's playing here. Filling in our bunkers, taking away our bunkers. So we just make sure that that's a little easier for your day-to-day golfers that come and play here at Sun City.
And you mentioned, obviously, a guy like Aldrich came so close last year and pretty much the longest hitter in the field. Do you think he'll be licking his lips at these kind of changes?
I think so. And look, as I say, you still got to hit it straight. And when you're coming down the last stretch and you're nervous and you absolutely, it plays into his hands. But if you look at the history of the winners of Nedbank Golf Challenge, it's not necessarily longer hitters. It's those who have obviously kept it in play. And it's about your second shot as well. So I'm sure Aldrich, and he's an incredible young man and he's got a huge talent. So I'm sure he's going to be licking his lips when he comes and sees these changes come tournament week.
And this layout is obviously known for the thick rough, the thick Kikuyu rough. You're just going to let that grow in the next month, because at the moment the first cut's pretty decent to play out of at the moment. Yeah,
so we fertilized last week. We're hoping for more rains, which helps, and we're going to try and grow the rough as high as possible. It's very difficult. In previous years, we haven't had a lot of rain, and we rely on rainwater in order to grow the rough. So we haven't had a lot of rain in previous years, but we're off to a good start. Hopefully this rain continues, and the forecast is looking good. And we'll make sure that the rough is probably about 60 mils. But we want the golf course to be challenging for the players, but we don't want it to be impossible. So hopefully in the next couple of weeks we get some decent rain, and we'll keep the rough up for sure.
And lastly, just a prediction, what kind of score you think will win it on the 4 rounds?
All depends on the conditions. The wind is a huge factor around Gary Player Country Club. The temperatures, we saw last year the heat, the wind that was swirling, so 5 under par 1. I would say with the changes and the way that we want to try and set up the golf course this year, I'd say anything between 8 and 10 under par.
Brilliant. Thank you very much, and best of luck for the tournament.
Thank you. Absolute pleasure.